Today, we're going to talk about the things that are derailing your ability to get to your dream life. So let's get into it. The first one that is preventing you from getting to your dream life is delays. Oftentimes, we delay things, we put things off, we kick the can down the road because we feel like we'll always have time to do it at some point in the future. But as I always say, the quicker you get to your dream life, the longer you get to live it. So the longer you keep delaying the hard things that you must address to take your life to the next level, all you're doing is delaying your ability to get to your dream life, right? When you have these things that aren't done, this unfinished business, right? It's like walking around with baggage. And until you're willing to unpack those bags, put those things away, and lighten your load, you will not be able to go into the next phase. Until you let go of some things, you're not going to be able to get to where you want to go. What are you willing to give up to go up? Stop delaying the inevitable of addressing the hard things, whether it's unopened mail, whether it's calling back a bill collector, whether it's finally opening up that investment account, finally getting that estate plan done. What are those things that you keep delaying that are preventing you from ascending to the next level in your life? All right, the second one that starts with a D is distractions, right? Distractions are huge. Distractions are the destruction of your dreams in slow motion. So many of you guys spend so much time doing so many things that are completely irrelevant from the level up of your life. You say you don't have time to finish the course. You say you don't have time to read the book. You say you don't have time to work out. You say you don't have time to cook healthy. Well, your screen time is telling you otherwise. And that's just capturing the stuff on your screen. It's not capturing the binge watch TV shows or the other things that you're doing, right? But those distractions are literally the destruction of your dreams in slow motion. You are literally eroding your ability to get to your dream life day by day by day, right? People say you have 24 hours in a day. No, you don't, because you're gonna sleep 6 to 8 hours of those days. Then you add back in the time you gotta work, right? Because the whole reason why we're trying to get financially free is so that we can make that work bucket optional. You can spend more time living and doing what you love. But until then, now you got 6 to 7 hours of sleep, you got 6 to 8 hours of work, right? What you really have is not 24 hours in a day, but you got like that 8 to 10 hours of time to do everything else. And you still got to bathe, you still got to eat, you still got to commute, right? There's still those other things that you just have to do, right? And how much time do you really have to not only build your dream life, but live it, right? And so when you spend so much time on distractions, right, you really don't have that much time to do what you do best. And it's leading you to believe that you don't have enough time to improve your life, to read, to do personal development, to work out, to spend time with your loved ones, but it's because you're spending too much time being distracted. So I want you to audit your time, right? The value of anything is the amount of life you're willing to trade for. Do you think that the amount of life that you're trading for your distractions equal what the value of that time is? If so, we need to reevaluate some things. It is so important that you mitigate distractions and stay focused on the prize. All right, the third D that is preventing you from getting to your dream life is denial. You refuse to face the most brutal facts of your current reality. And because you refuse to face it, you don't have the proper awareness. And because you don't have the proper awareness, you aren't taking intentional action to change it. Step on the scale. Are you overweight? Look in the mirror. Do you look how you want to look? Check your bank account. Are you satisfied? Check your investment account. Check your credit score. What is the reality? So it is so important that you audit your time, audit your life, and stop being in denial about your reality.
Growing up, family reunions were some of the best times I ever had. And I wish there was a way for me to recreate that vibe, because now I've expanded this platform and some of y'all feel like family. I was like, how can I create that with my rich relatives? Almost like creating a rich relative reunion. And that's exactly what we did when we decided to create Wealth Weekend. Wealth Weekend is a one-of-a-kind experience where you're gonna get world-class education, you're gonna have a great time with amazing entertainment, and of course, we're gonna provide amazing experiences like our sneaker ball, our award show, and our millionaire mixer, where the networking is gonna be one to remember. So if that sounds like something you wanna be a part of and come celebrate with the rest of the rich relatives, make sure you click the link below to grab your spot for Wealth Weekend 2024. I can't wait to see you there. Now let's get back to the episode.
Right? This is where I am. I wish I was in a different place, but I'm not. And based upon where I am right now, these are the things I need to do. You need to know, because if you're in denial and you're ignoring those things, you think that you're not addressing them. But I've said this all the time, it will cause a hidden drain on your battery. When you have unfinished business, when you have boxes that you have not checked, it is literally like the same as having a bunch of tabs open on your computer. It's gonna run slower, your battery's gonna die quicker because they're running in the background. Even though you're not using that tab right now, it is taking up space and you're going to drain your battery. And you wonder why you're stressed out. You wonder why you can't focus. You gotta close those tabs out. So stop being in denial about where you are, be honest with yourself. And once you're honest with yourself, put an intentional game plan in place to address those things that you've been denying. All right, now, this one is a tricky one because I believe that every successful person has to have a little bit of this, right? But ultimately, some people have too much, and that's the reason why they're not getting to their dream life. And that is delusion. Some people are delusional. They have no evidence that something is going to work, that they're on track for it to work, right? That it should even be working out in their behalf, right? But they are just doing things with no proof, in delusion. There's no evidence that indicates that this should work or that it will work, and that you're doing it. Like, you have to have some of that, right? In order to do things that have been unheard of. Like, I'm sure Steve Jobs, when he said he was going to do certain things, he sounded like a little delusional because no one had any evidence of it being done, right? I'm actually recording on the iPhone right now, but no one had any evidence that what he was trying to do was possible. I'm not saying that there aren't instances where you have to have a level of delusional optimism, but there still has to be at least a work ethic that matches it. Some people are delusional and they don't even have the work ethic to match. I'm gonna have a 6-pack by summer and you're not working out now or eating right now. That's delusional. Now, if you're putting in the work, even if people don't understand the depth of the work that you're putting in, but you're truly doing it, right? Then yeah, other people might not see your vision or understand exactly what you're doing, but that might make sense, right? You could be betting wrong and it could not go according to plan, but I'm willing to get behind the person that's doing the work and is willing to have their work ethic match whatever it is their belief system is. Even if there isn't a prototype, even if there isn't a prior use case, I can get with that. But for the person who is just trying to manifest and attract everything, but hasn't done any work, that is just straight up delusional. And if that is your perspective and that is your mentality, then you're not going to get what you want in life. You're not going to delay it. You're just going to destroy your chances of ever being able to achieve your dreams. Hopefully this was helpful. As you guys know, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Financial Freedom Fast Lane. Freedom is for sale if you're willing to pay the price. Peace.